The Atlantic this week decided to do a massive profile on noted goblin and ghoul Stephen Miller, who, of course, is the White House Deputy Chief of Staff for the second coming of the Trump administration, we'll call it. But in this profile, multiple different staffers, insiders in the White House, Karoline Leavitt, and even Steve Bannon told us that Stephen Miller is basically not only running the show, but also the staffers say that he is having daily meltdowns with all of them. Screaming, shouting, profanity, daily 10 a.m. phone calls that the Atlantic says even happen on Saturdays because Stephen Miller just works so gosh darn hard at being an evil piece of human excrement. I want to read you some of what these insiders said. One of them said Miller's leadership of these meetings often descends into hectoring rather than productive feedback. Quote, he pushes everybody to the absolute limit because he knows that the clock is ticking. He gets on the phone and he yells at everybody. Nobody is spared from his wrath. Miller, of course, demands daily updates on the number of detentions and deportations being carried out and frequently uses these meetings to call out those who are falling short. Another said, if there's a problem and you're the owner, you have to fix it quickly. It's not a place where you can say, I have to get back to you. All right, so before we continue, let's unpack. Stephen Miller gets all the staffers on the phone each day, 10 a.m., even on Saturdays, as the Atlantic points out, says, how many deportations did we have yesterday? How many new detentions did we have yesterday? How many total people do we have in detention as of 10 a.m. right now? Because that's all he cares about. It's the bigotry, it's the racism, it's the xenophobia, it's whatever horrible piece of human attribute that you want to give it, but that's what it is. Like, there is no mistaking the fact that Stephen Miller is doing this not because America has an immigrant problem. It's because he hates non-white people. I mean, I firmly believe that. Maybe you have a different opinion. I don't see how you could. But that's what this is. You have this man who I believe firmly is one of the worst racists to serve in a modern government. And he wants to make sure that we locked up enough brown people yesterday, that we sent enough brown people back to different countries, regardless of what country they're from. We got to send them somewhere. That's all he cares about. Meanwhile, more than 20 million Americans are losing their health care. Hundreds of millions of Americans are watching their health insurance prices skyrocket. Many more are about to lose their health care as well as the cuts from the one big beautiful bill take place for Medicaid. We can't afford groceries. Inflation is still through the roof, higher than the Treasury Department's estimates. Many economists believe we're already in a recession. Millions of Americans are losing their jobs, and Stephen Miller's number one priority is making sure that there's nobody that's not out there with lily white skin in his country. I hope everybody understands that. Steve Bannon actually defended Miller. And Bannon said this. He said, he plays the character well, knowing he always wants to have the libs, the progressives' heads blow up. Because that's all that matters, right? We're not an administration of serious, mature adults. Our only goal is to make those liberals angry. We just want to trigger them, So we're doing the worst things ever and trashing the economy in the process because we just want to own the libs, okay? I mean, come on. It's not like we have real important things to do while we're technically running two countries now with Venezuela. Yeah, we just want to own the libs. You're an idiot. Also, the rest of the staffers, when they were told of Bannon's comments, they were like, yeah, that's not true. He's literally like this all the time. It's not an act. It's not a character. It's who he is. One staffer compared his bedside manner to that of Nazi leader Heinrich Himmler, the second most powerful figure in the Third Reich who helped carry out the Holocaust. So one of Miller's own staffers said, yeah, this guy is basically Heinrich Himmler. That kind of tells you everything you need to know. But then Karoline Leavitt let the big one slip that Trump is not actually running the government. It is, in fact, Stephen Miller. Karoline Leavitt told The Atlantic, quote, "He oversees every policy the administration touches. I can't tell you the number of times a policy matter is discussed in the Oval and Trump will say, 'Where's Stephen? Tell him to get that done.'" So Trump's not running the government. Stephen Miller is, according to Karoline Leavitt, who may or may not be in love with Trump, but even she's willing to admit Miller's the guy. So this guy, who his own staffers compared to a man who helped carry out the Holocaust, is running the U.S. government. If that makes you sleep a little less well at night, don't worry. It's not meant to make you feel at ease. This is a horrific situation, and we still have 3 more years of it. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.